Welcome to the weather forecast for the week beginning Wednesday, May 10th. This is Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth for Longmont Public Media. Friday, May 12th is a third quarter moon, so you'd have to go out in the early morning to see that in the eastern sky. We have a fair amount of sunspot activity. There have been aurora sightings this week, and that could continue if we get the clouds to break. There's always a chance we would see some down to Colorado. So looking at drought from last week to this week, we've had some rain, we've had some relief. So we're just doing better. It's western half is fantastic. Eastern plains need sun, but they are getting it. You're going to see in just a moment, inches of rain down in this area. Looking nationally, we also got some relief on the Great Plains. Not much change in the west, but it's in good shape. We see some eroding of the drought conditions there too. So we can just get this kicked, or we'll be pretty good nationally. Looking at the snowpack for a few more weeks. Won't have to go too long. You can see it's heading down. I think this is the current one, but we're still 135% normal statewide for snowpack. It normally drops very quickly as we go from May into June. Obviously, we're getting into summer, so on track for a very good snowpack. Oh, there was one more, sorry. So 126% normal. Some of the higher elevations are going to get a foot or so with the ongoing rain this week, so we might see a tick up a little bit. Talking about water, Tuesday night was pretty loud and lots of hail. We had 3/4 of an inch or so in places, almost an inch in spots around Longmont. Boulder got left out of this one. Broomfield just a trace. And then going to Thursday morning, 7 a.m. observations, about a half an inch or so, 2/3 of an inch around Longmont. Boulder got some precipitation this time, but pretty heavy amounts just between. Looking at the one day, you can see most of that all hit in this northern I-25 corridor. And then last week, we see a lot of precipitation all over. Looking at our animation for severe weather, going to the middle of May, we can see the chances are increasing, and we certainly have had some. In fact, I've got the numbers here that, we had 8 tornado reports and 58 hail reports just yesterday in Colorado alone. And Wednesday, we had an enhanced level of severe weather threat. We had a 10% chance of tornadoes in the area where the tornadoes happen, 10% chance within 25 miles of any given point. We had 30% chance of large damaging hail, 15% or so of strong damaging winds. For Thursday, it shifts just a little bit to our east, putting us in a chance of thunderstorms, but the marginal risk is some 50 miles or so east of the I-25 corridor. For Friday, it drifts out further onto the Great Plains. Looking at the storm reports, we had red tornadoes, hail in green, very close to Denver and in Denver, and wind damage reports. There weren't that many in Colorado. Looking at Wednesday, we have this good risk of severe weather all the way back into the mountains. And then today, Thursday, we have possibility of heavy rain and flash flooding. So there's an ongoing flash flood watch for the region. And Friday, the precipitation will continue some. Not much in the way of smoke. Surprisingly, there was fires out in California. I didn't know that was possible so soon after all that rain. But over the next 10 days, our normal high temperature rises from 69 to 73 degrees. Normal low from 41 to 44. And generally, chances of rain with thunderstorms almost all the time. We get a little bit of a break here on the 16th, but still, some of the model runs do have a storm or two. So, yeah. So here's the water vapor satellite image showing all the clouds and convection getting started yesterday. Wednesday, it's negatively tilted. I didn't draw my line correct. Writing here is negatively tilted. So, and there was the convection Wednesday. For Thursday noon, it doesn't move very far, and the rain and thunderstorms continue to wrap around it for Wednesday night. It should be p.m. Precipitation, golly, Thursday night, the precipitation just continues. So, all right, so let's put it into motion. Here comes that trough swinging through for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Finally away from us. We have north flow back here. Another little bit just kind of backs up and cuts off. It's going westward. Not crazy. Another little ripple coming down too far to our east to do anything. We get a ridge in the west, but with north winds. And out to Thursday and Friday next week, there's a little ripple that passes there. So looking at temperatures, no big real dramatic swings. There's some cool air there coming down the plains on Friday, Saturday. When it does cool down, it doesn't stay very cool. Then we start to get the warm up. Cold air is still dammed up against the east side of the Rockies. We get some convection there. You see those little pools in the afternoon. That's right there, thunderstorms going up. You can see there are lots of moisture around, and lots of moisture stays in the west. So this is the precipitatable water, and it's pretty high. That's why we're getting half-inch, 2-inch amounts of water. Around into Sunday the 14th, Monday, Tuesday, the west remains moist. So if we do get a little heating or a little cooling aloft, we'll get thunderstorms very easily. Okay, looking at dew points in the 40s and almost 50 this time of year are pretty high, really high. So you can see the moisture just being circulated around the low. And as that upper level low pulls away, much of the state remains in this sort of high humidity atmosphere. So, dry stuff is confined way far west of us. All right, so let's take a look at precipitation from Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday morning. Then the showers linger in the mountains. And you can see almost every day there's activity in the mountains. As soon as the mountains warm up in the afternoon, the moisture is there. That's into Monday. There's Tuesday. And those showers can wander off and affect the plains a little. There's Wednesday, a week from now, more thunderstorms in the afternoon. Thursday, more showers next Thursday and going into Friday. So for moisture, over the next couple days, it's a bullseye here of 3.5 inches, 1.5 or so around I-25 corridor. Over the next 5 days, 2 inches south of Fort Collins. And then over the next 10 days, we have widespread areas of 4 inch or so. So yeah, pretty crazy. The GFS has been going a little overboard with the precipitation recently, so maybe it's not this extreme, but definitely a wet time. Just for fun, over the next 10 days, the snow is up in the mountains. There's a few spots reaching a foot. There's Vale over here. So for the next week, we hover in the 60s and don't again see 70s until the end of the forecast period, with high chances of rain at the beginning and some chance of rain almost every day. So Longmont Leader, Broomfield Leader has frequent weather updates and great local news. Check those out. This has been Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth with lots to say. Keep looking up.